Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about Kimmy Cakes. She has stepped out with another new look, and this is something that she does once every year. She sometimes does it before the Met Gala or after the Met Gala. She normally does it to pull attention towards her and to get the people talking about her. She also uses it to build and to remember people that she is a sex symbol. Now, I have a theory, and I could be wrong about this, but this is my theory, right? You guys know that Daphne Joy's tape has been released, and she was on Cam Newton's podcast. When she was asked what was her intention in the tape, like, she denied releasing the tape. I don't know if I have really good active listening skills, but Cam Newton asked her, like, what's the one thing she hopes to achieve from the tape being released? You know, is it building up her sex symbol? And her response was exactly that. Because ever since the tape has been released, she has been nothing but butterflies and joy. And she said it was not her intention, but it has been released. But why it's kind of giving the sense that she did release it is because the contents she pushed out days before the release and days after the release. Like, she gives nonchalant and she gives, okay, I have y'all attention now, and I know y'all attention span is very short. Let me take it and run with it and do as much as I can. Now, make no mistakes. It could be that she realizes that, okay, people have already figured out that she was the one who was the Jane Doe in Diddy's trial, and ever since then she was mentally prepared for the tape to be released. But that's one heck of a mental preparedness, if you ask me. However, my point is this. Daphne Joy has been going somewhat viral, and she's claiming to be this new sex symbol, the new sex status, and we know that Kim Kardashian and rayj did a tape for which they are in court for at the moment, right? And we know that that is something that they allegedly orchestrated together and fully intended for it to be released. Now, while we've seen Kim doing this Marilyn Monroe blonde look with a baseball cap and the coat, what Kim is giving is, she's showing the legs and she's showing a lot of legs, right? And it's given that she's telling us that, hey, I'm not wearing anything besides this coat. So it's given the sense that while Kim is not actively seeking, buyers for her body, she wants to remind people who's the queen of selling sex, and that is going to pull people to her, even more people, and she wants to pull that attention to her for many reasons more than one. She's hanging around Lewis Hamilton, and if Lewis Hamilton sees how men craves over her, it's gonna push Lewis Hamilton to want her even more. If he's not craving her as deeply as she believes he should be craving her, if she could trigger, if she could play with the population's mind, and if Lewis Hamilton is able to see that, it's going to trigger something in Louis so that Louis is, pulled in towards her more. And while she's doing that, she's also reminding everyone that Daphne Joy is on the lower end of the sex selling ladder. She's the queen. She's not going to give up her throne for anyone. So Daphne Joy, on her way up, needs to stay beneath her because she's the queen of selling sex. And to prove that she's the queen of selling sex, she's with one of the hottest athletes on the planet that craves her deeply. She has left the rapper, who is one of the most amazing rappers in history, and she's on to her next hottest thing. But the reality is, Kim's reality is not actual reality. It's virtual reality, and it's not something that anyone should embody, embrace, or even believe or support, because it's all Kim's delusion with helping Kim stay relevant so that her brand can consistently make some money. So, this is just PR that Kim is pulling right here. And that's just as I see it. When she pops off with this coat and this white blonde with a baseball cap, and she's giving a lot of legs, and when you see the legs, you don't see any clothes. She wants to remind people who the original sex symbol of pop culture is, and she wants us to know, in case you all are looking at Daphne Joy, it's not her. It is her Kim. That's what I'm getting from all of this. No, another thing that this is telling us is, if Kim has this delusion going on in her head, and she's had it for quite a number of years, it means that once Madonna is retired completely and not able to do any of the crazy things that we see her doing, and judging from how Kris Jenner has been living her life, it means that Kim Kardashian will be the new Madonna on the internet, 65, 70, and still showing her ass. Is she gonna care about the kids? Absolutely not, because she will start humble those kids with, that's how we're able to afford the life that we have garnered over these years. So you need to shut up, stay in a corner, because if I did not make the sacrifice, you would be a nobody today, struggling for a job and possibly struggling for a good education. So I think that they are marketing themselves in a way that they see fit, and they don't care what negative ramifications comes with that territory, at least in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think, and we can talk some more in the comment section. Peace.